Would you like to know the questions asked by Emirates recently in the cabin crew interview? Then this video is for you, and let's start. Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hajar, I'm a cabin crew coach, and in today's video we will be talking about Emirates, the recruitment of cabin crew, the recent recruitment actually, and the questions that were asked. I'm not just going to tell you the questions that were asked, but also a clue on how to answer them. Recently, Emirates started recruiting the redundant cabin crew again, and I'm not talking about the normal people. We all know that they opened some vacancies as well for the rest of people, for the new people who would like to become a cabin crew. But here I'm talking about the redundant cabin crew, the cabin crew who were fired during coronavirus. Some of them are still in Dubai, but some of them already left back home and they started even working other jobs, and those people were contacted by Emirates and they gave them interviews. Some of them actually went to Emirates headquarters to have those interviews, but then some of them had online interviews via HireVue. HireVue is similar to Skype, similar to Zoom, and similar to other applications that these airlines or big companies use to recruit people. So it's no different actually. But the different thing here is the questions asked. It's not a normal interview. It's not like any regular interview that I covered before. For example, the questions that they ask you during the assessment day is completely different than the questions that they ask someone with experience, and especially someone who was already working for the airline. I will tell you something else in here. The interview only lasted 5 minutes. Usually it's around 20 minutes, even like the final interview for normal people, for new joiners. But for the cabin crew, it only took them 5 minutes to know if those people are worth it or not worth it. Again, I said the people who were still in Dubai, they went to Emirates headquarters, they met with manager and they asked them these questions. But then the other people who were outstation, who were back home or in another city, they were contacted and they were given a timing to go and perform that interview online, and they were asked the same question. Here, they're actually looking for people that are still very motivated. Some people were contacted, some people were not contacted. The people who were not contacted are still waiting for that contact. But the people who were contacted and who had those interviews, some of them received the golden calls, which means they were called by Emirates and they were like, yay, welcome back to us, blah, 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 blah. But then some others did not receive that call. And here I'm going to say something before I start talking about the questions and the answers. Do you guys know that most, if not 100%, but then 90% of the cabin crew who were made redundant made posts on Facebook, Instagram, name it, and unfortunately they were bad-mouthing Emirates, bad-mouthing the job and just the rules and so many things. And here a big advice: please do remove those posts from those groups of the redundant, the fire, the resignation groups, because they will definitely check. And if they check and they found out that you were bad-mouthing the airline, obviously they will not call you and they will not even email you from the first place. So this is why it's taken them a while to call everyone and ask them to come for the interview. Concerning the questions, they were pretty simple. I think anyone will answer them in the same way somehow, but then the thing that will make someone be chosen or be rejected is the way they respond to those questions. Because the first question is simply, why do you still want to work for the airline? And what do you guys think the answer should be in here? Should they say because it's one of the best airlines in the world? Well, obviously no, but they should talk about their previous experience with the airline, the things they enjoyed the most, and the things that just impacted their lives, the way they met people, the way they managed to help people, and the best thing that happened to them. They should not talk in a general manner in here. Because if they answer those questions in the same way that the new people should answer them, they will be rejected, because then they will be like, what did you learn from that experience with us? This is exactly what they want as an answer here. The second question is a simple question with just a number, which is, what is your BMI? Do you guys know what BMI is? Do you guys know that BMI is extremely important? Because when your BMI is good, you're a healthy person. It means that you're not chubby and you're not too skinny. And if you're too skinny, then you will look sick somehow, right? So this is why they will ask about the BMI. Many people, when they leave the airline, they will just start eating, or maybe they will fall in depression, so they will lose a lot of weight, and this is why they ask them about the BMI, if they are still eligible for the job or not. So here for the BMI, you have to calculate your height and your weight, and then boom, you will have your BMI. The healthy BMI is in between 18 to 24. Below that is a skinny person, and above that is an overweight person. So this is how they will see it. Another silly question, maybe you will see it as silly, but then they will ask about tattoos. You guys know that cabin crew cannot have visible tattoos in the uniform unless you're very smart and you really know how to cover them and you don't tell anyone about them, then you're safe. So in here they ask them if they did any new tattoos after they left the airline in that period of time, a year and a half. And here, if you did any tattoos, then do tell them no, even if it's inside and it's not visible in the uniform. And this is what I say: you can do whatever you want, but then I said nothing. Another question, but it's not really a question, it's just here, it's something that we're all asked if we want to travel, which is about the vaccines for coronavirus. Here they ask them if they did the vaccines or they did not do the vaccines, and here again the answer is pretty simple, it's just a yes or a no. But guys, the most important thing is the way you answer the question. It's not the answer itself. As I always say, even in the cabin crew interview, for the people who submitted the applications already and they're waiting for their interview, the answer does not matter as much as the way you answer it. And this will be the end of the video. I hope that this video helped you even a little bit, and I hope to see you in my other videos. Take care of yourselves and see you in the other videos, and bye bye.